This is gonna be a little short message. I'm not gonna be on here for too long. But what's up, you guys? It's your girl Killer K, aka KayLove. Tell me how you feeling. Also known as your Sovereign Celestial Empress or Empress. Also known as your Cosmic Sovereign Celestial Judge. I'm whispering because it's like 2 a.m. I love doing a good nighttime reading. Period. Shout outs to all my Libras out there, and shout outs to Libra season. Period. Okay, so this is for my content creators. If you do things online, if you're a part of, if you do digital content or content creation, this is for you. This is for you. This is for you. Greetings, lovey, greetings. Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? Big Pluto, bitch, like, what the fuck? Slide down and be with, we deep as fuck, ho. He want me back. He can't get no coochie out the queen, gonna put some Lulu on this, but that Lululemon. Alright, y'all. I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone. Okay. Alright, y'all. This live stream is like, I'm gonna tell y'all the messages in this stream. Oh, I had to set my little phone up. If you're a content creator, if you do anything as far as digital marketing, if you are someone that sells digital content, you are being shadow banned. But the energy that I'm getting is like you can use that in your favor. You're being shadow banned. It's fine. You can use that in your favor. All right, this reading is going to be a little bit deep. It's not going to be like for forever. So I'm going to be on here for just a small time. But while I'm on here, you guys, double tap the screen, send some love to the live, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing good, Bernard. All right, honor yourself and protect your energy. You need to speak up about something here, because I feel like you're very authentic, whoever you are. You could be somebody that doesn't really do much online. Maybe you just post little small videos or whatever. But I feel like for you to be getting shadow banned is very, very like, don't look at it like, oh, the people don't want to see me doing what I'm doing, or people don't want me to say what no. This means that you are actually one of the ones, okay? You're one of the ones, all right, that some of these platforms don't want to have a platform because they don't want you to wake up collective consciousness. What you have to understand about these platforms, such as TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, all these things like that, is that these are portals. These are portals. These are portals that you have to have a formula, an energy signature, but the algorithm is picking up on you entering the portal. So there's certain algorithms and certain platforms that hold certain energetic portals. You see what I'm saying? And others don't. Okay, so go where you feel called. Yep, follow your passion. Go where you feel called right now. This is for my content creators and just anyone in general who is seeing that they're being silenced. Okay, you know that you're being silenced here, but don't let people get you in the space of feeling as though you shouldn't keep doing something. You need to pay attention and listen. All right, you need to pay attention and listen here. Because there's a way that you stimulate. Yeah, you got some sort of success coming in. Yeah, you just got to do something different. You got to look at something differently. It's a portal, okay? You're triggering the system. There's something about you connecting to your intuition and having success and rewards because of that, because of a choice that you're making. So if you're being bullied by a platform, which a lot of us are, they're talking about like, oh, there's just new updates, or there's, you know, you got to do this with the algorithm. No, that's not the case. I'm hearing facial recognition. Yeah, I feel like for some of you guys, you're too powerful for these algorithms. You trigger some sort of alert. I'm hearing disengaging, okay? So you have to understand what you're doing. I don't know why the first half of this message is definitely going towards my content creators and people that, you know what I mean? Like they're not pushing, like I literally seen it myself. I literally seen it. They were promoting for people to go to the next stream. Okay, and that's fine. If this message is too much for you, please do click on the next stream, by all means. But for some of you guys, these are for my content creators and just in general people who are doing things online, whether you have an online business that you're promoting, what have you. What's up, Diana? Whatever is going on in your online life, there is an active pursuit to silence you and block you. And I'm not saying that in terms of like you need to be a victim to this or you need to be like, oh, woe is me. No. It's like you trigger something in the system. You trigger something. Okay? I'm hearing disengage. You trigger something in the system. It's not about consistency. Somebody here is feeling like, oh, well, I don't do something that much, or maybe it's because of this, maybe it's because of that. No, it's because you triggered. You are like, I'm hearing like alert, alert, like you're lethal to the system. Okay, you're lethal. You're lethal to the system. And you'll know specifically who I'm talking to or who I'm talking about because you attract a lot of those bots in your comment sections, on your videos. You've been shadow banned. But it's not for the reasons that you think. It's not because you're not doing something right. It's because you are who you are. It's because you're speaking the truth. You're helping people to evolve and close out cycles. And that doesn't mean that you have to be constantly saying one thing or saying the other. You could simply be expressing certain historical truths. Like a lot of people are led to believe one thing and you're saying the opposite. So now you're going against the system. But the energy that, yeah, you're going against the system. We have the Hierophant with the Devil card. I'm also getting, you didn't accept an offer when they gave it to you. For some of you guys, I get this energy like you didn't accept an offer when they gave it to you. So you may not have been like aware of what that even, like what offer. This could definitely be like the energy of like, you know, you were invited to a certain program, you were invited to be mentored, coached, but there was some sort of intention behind this, or there is some sort of intention behind this. Tell me more about Follow Your Passions with Pay Attention and Listen. You got to keep your head on swivel. What's going on here? We got the Tower. What's this Follow Your Passions? Some of you guys, there's energies that don't want you to heal or to speak about healing or talk about healing. For others of you guys, yeah, I see that you're going to be successful, though. This is in your future, and it doesn't have to do with a platform. Your success is beyond a platform. Your success is who you are. So for some of you guys, there has been a lot of burdens when it comes to finding what you're looking for, or, you know, there's been a lot of burdens when it comes to being seen. But I feel like you already have a spiritual contract to teach or educate. Okay, so I'm hearing breakthrough. Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, Spirit is saying don't stress. For others of you guys, if this is not social media, this could definitely be in your workplace where you work. You're being blackballed at work, okay? Or like whatever you do for work, and the crazy part about it is you could be a makeup artist. You could be a hairstylist. You could be a construction worker. You could be whatever, you know? You could be an artist. But there's an effort, a concentrated effort to stop you. But I feel like you don't need to worry. Libra season energy is like things are being balanced out with your contract. Okay, so I feel like this is what I'm seeing, but I want to get deeper into it. I feel like you're healing, but it's not like you're just healing yourself or you're healing people. You're healing timelines. You are healing yourself, but you are healing timelines. You are healing your physical. You're like integrating back into certain timelines here. I see a couple of offers coming towards you yet again. These are coming from people in the industry. So the industry knows who you are. They know you very well. You may feel like a nobody. You may feel, for some of y'all, I mean, me personally, I don't feel like a nobody. I definitely know that I'm somebody in this world. But for some of y'all, you may feel like a nobody. I hope that you feel that. Don't let this world make you feel like, I see you getting another opportunity or offer, or you could have recently gotten another opportunity or offer, but you walked away from it. Queen of Swords energy. This could be somebody that was trying to come in, like collaborating or working with you, almost like a love situation. This was the industry, okay? Especially if you felt somebody monitoring you. I'm also getting here, people could be reporting your content, or people are reporting you at work. Okay, but you walked away from something here, and you may have been so, yeah, you walked away from something. So I'm getting that the industry is trying to actively recruit you, but it's too hard to get you to bend or fold to what they want you to do. Like it doesn't work. Okay, and I feel like because you're not doing what they want you to do, like somebody's trying to ruin or end your career, or end like something that you do that you're passionate about. Like even you could study some things, but I feel like you understand that rejection is God's protection. So yeah, it's almost like there's something that you're saying or doing that a lot of people aren't seeing, but it's very powerful. It's very real and raw. And it's crazy because it's almost like the people in the industry, they know exactly what you're saying or doing. They know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like they know what you're saying or doing. They know what you're talking about. They know that you're on point. So they're watching you and taking notes, but they don't want anybody else to see you. It's almost like you are an alchemist, okay? So there's a concentrated effort, but I feel like, you know, you can't be used as a pawn. That's what I'm getting here. You can't be used as a pawn. You're very intuitive here, okay? You may keep things to yourself, which causes a burden, or you withdraw from people a lot, which causes a burden here. You're very intelligent or smart. Like, it was crazy, y'all. My cat, Ginger, me and my man's son, we literally have a son named Ginger. Ginger is smart as fuck. Like, Ginger was playing with this little wooden spoon and grabbed the shit by his paws and put it in his mouth. Like, how do you know to put a spoon in your mouth? So I feel like you're very intelligent. Like, you're not like the rest of people. I feel like there's going to be something here where, no, you expose a lot. You expose too much. You're too knowledgeable about something, whether this is at your job. And there seems to be this energy of a cycle, like of jealousy, or a cycle of emotional manipulation, or somebody trying to manipulate things behind closed doors. That's not going to last forever, collective. I see you coming out of a conflict with the Five of Wands in reverse, okay? And you have the Ace of Wands to the Six of Wands. You're being chosen. You're already chosen for something. And I feel like a lot of people or a lot of energies are going to see this differently, that you're chosen for something here. They're going to see you differently. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords energy. Okay, because I feel like you are going to make a decision to connect, but I don't know what you're connecting to. You're connecting to another person or another energy here. You know that people are watching you. Okay, this might not resonate for everybody, but this is definitely for somebody here who feels like they're being blackballed at their job or their work or their career. And it feels like, and I'm hearing Maya for some reason. I'm hearing Ashanti. This could definitely be some celebs here who have incredible talent, youth, good energy, high vibrations. But okay, so we know what it is. It's kind of like this energy of like, motherfuckers want you to, they want you to want to be a part of their club. And you don't want to be a part of their club. You're not interested in what they do. You know what they got going on. It doesn't interest you. It's not entertaining to you. You don't want to follow their rules. You don't have to follow their rules. You're the fucking empress. So you're bored by the industry. You're bored by the bullshit, basically. You're rejecting this. You think that something or someone at your workplace or online or behind the scenes is rejecting you. And in fact, you're rejecting them. You've rejected something. You learned your lesson already. So there keeps being an attempt to get you like into something here. But whatever somebody's trying to get you into, it kind of feels like it requires you to sacrifice yourself. It requires you to do something that's not authentic to you, and you won't have it. You're not going to do it. So I feel like there's a concentrated effort. But I feel you coming back. Okay, I feel you coming back. I'm hearing back to life, back to reality. So you're coming back to life. You're coming back to reality here, because there's a title that's yours. I feel like there's a lot of confusion. Like there's a lot of people that are pretending to be you, but they're not. And then meanwhile, you're like 1 in a million. But it's like, because you're 1 in a million, because you're very intelligent and smart, okay, people are trying to cause illusions and make it seem like you're not who you are. Like, there's definitely an energy of like some sort of energy harvesting is what I'm seeing through some sort of platform here. Somebody is energy harvesting, but I just get this energy that it's not going to work, okay, or it's not working. Like, if you feel like at a job or at work you've been undermined by your boss, or if this is online, you feel like you're being censored, you are, but you are the blessing. I'm also getting people are going to be coming towards you when you have some major blessing. It's so weird. Like, you may have not realized how many times you've encountered the industry, because they don't come to you like they don't come grandiose. They come with little tiny offers. You know, they come with small things initially to vibe check you. They want to see how you rocking and how you rolling and shit, you know. And for some of you, okay, this energy is going to get deep. This reading is going to get a little bit deep. I didn't want to be on here for too long, but apparently we are going to be on here for too long. Yeah, there's like, I'm getting like the timelines are changing here. I'm getting like whoever is working behind the scene is activating the hydro collider, whatever the fuck that shit is called. They're trying to change timelines. Okay, and you'll notice when timelines are changing, when you start losing momentum with what you do, or like when things start kind of going sideways, or you're gonna feel this energy of being blocked. For some of y'all, this is somebody here that also could be involved in the occult, some sort of occult magic. It's like there's some experiments going on with your energy behind closed doors. Okay, but you don't need to be afraid. Okay, because so you're a professional. So I'm getting the energy like you're a professional. You don't need a degree. You don't need to go to college. Like, that's the whole gag. That's why this industry is upset or mad or frustrated with you, because you are naturally, you're chosen. Like, you're chosen. Okay, 144, you hold a certain frequency and vibration. I'm hearing vibranium. Okay, so you naturally hold a frequency and vibration that other people have to study, and they have to take tests, and they have to prove themselves, and you just naturally are. Okay, so basically I'm seeing, like, let's get into these timelines. You're breaking through some timelines here, and you're starting fresh. But it's like you keep starting over. That's what I'm getting. Like, somebody keeps hitting the refresh or the restart button on whatever you have going on. I don't feel like this is you doing this. I feel like you're very consistent in what you do or who you are. Okay, but I feel like if you're in your own life, you're feeling like something keeps hitting the reset button. So somebody keeps trying to change the timeline and it's not working. That's what I'm getting. Somebody keeps trying to change the timeline to keep you starting over and starting over and starting over. And this has to do with, like, the grand scheme of things. Like, there's some energies. I'm hearing Project Paperclip. Okay, but this new beginning that you're getting, this reset is positive here. Yeah, and 1 year from now, you could be in a whole different timeline. You could be traveling. So you're time traveling. You're going, okay, so what I'm getting here is like something was meant to set you back, but it sped up something. Something was meant to set you back. Like, you were supposed to be with this person, or you were supposed to be doing this, or you were supposed to be learning this, or whatever. The letter L could be significant. But I'm getting this energy where, like, something was supposed to set you back, or you've been feeling set back or delayed, but whatever you're doing, keep doing it, is what I'm hearing. Like, whatever you're doing, even if it's mediocre or you feel like it's mediocre, some of you guys are very intelligent, but you're not able to really dig deep into what you know, your knowledge at this point. You're not able to just unpack everything and put it on the table. You're meant to look like the fool. You're meant to look like the fool right now. You're not the fool, though. You're meant to look like your timeline has been delayed and hijacked, but it hasn't been delayed and hijacked. You're being given more time to recalibrate and recalculate something. Okay, so I feel like you were really putting in a lot of effort to shift something. Yeah, I'm hearing multidimensional. So somebody is looking at you and seeing you right ahead of them, but you're quantum shifting and leaping and jumping through a whole other realms. That's what I'm getting. Like you're time traveling. Yes, you're manifesting new contracts, new projects. So I'm getting when you were looking into certain contracts and projects, it wasn't happening. It was delayed. But then I see like you literally quote unquote went back in time or you so the timelines are collapsing. There's things about like the energy I'm picking up is like even in your dreams things are collapsing or merging together. Timelines are merging together or things are collapsing. Time is really funny right now. And I see that there is this energy of like aggression or there is this, yeah, so you're gonna see, yeah. Okay, so you're meant, okay. So they want me to talk about how I got on TikTok. Like I'm telling you, the industry reaches out to you, but it's not always this, here, you want this $1 million contract. A lot of people that get the $1 million contract are manipulating energy. They're going to different entities and signing deals and, you know, offering or sacrificing things. Your energy is more natural. Like you sacrificed old timelines or alternate timelines to get to the right timeline. That's how you work. So that's why you keep feeling like the reset button is being hit, but it's not. Like you've already broken the matrix. Okay, like you've already broken the matrix multiple times. Like it's a fun game to you now. It's fun to go through the ups and downs because when you're going up and down, you're going faster than someone who's just going in a flat line. So somebody is flatlining or there's an energy that wants you to think that you're flatlining, but you can tell that new things are happening. If you were completely flatlined, you wouldn't have little jumps and leaps. So I feel like when they change the algorithm, they're changing timelines. They change the algorithm a lot. They're trying to update the artificial intelligence to track the frequency of energy. What is trending? What is catching attention? This is energy harvesting 101. What the algorithm is essentially doing is it's tracking how it can best harvest energy. That's why they tell you the high time to go live, the high time to do certain things. They're letting you know that the energy is higher to harvest here. And this also has to do with location too. So for some of you guys, your location could be not even a problem, but your location is significant. You may notice that when you're in certain areas, you attract a lot of certain kind of energies. That's what I'm getting here. Like, somebody could be in LA right now. They could be from LA or they're in LA. Okay, like maybe you like LA, maybe you don't like LA. But there's something about that portal over there is changing. Yeah, like I feel like the industry knows who you are. I even get that you may have had opportunities or things that seem like they didn't work out. Okay, it's because they felt rejected by you. You did not do some, okay, so, okay, but I'm hearing you're not formally educated when it comes to speaking in their language. So they could say something like, you know, the eagle is landing at 12 o'clock. The eagle lands at 3 o'clock. And you're like, yeah, I really love eagles. Eagles are so great. Like, my favorite bird is a crow. You're not speaking in their language. You're supposed to say something in response, but what you say has a message in it. So they don't know how to speak your language, but you also don't know how to speak their language. You understand their language, but you refuse to speak their language. They just don't understand your language altogether. They understand the energy of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, social media is energy harvesting. They're harvesting. You're holding your phone. Think about it like this, y'all. You got your phone in your hand. Your hand generates energy. It's the center point. It's a meridian point, a main point where you put out a lot of energy. You receive and give a lot of energy. There's an input and output, right? So when you're watching a video on your phone, you're literally contributing to the collection of data in regards to when the energy is. So like, for example, if you're holding your phone when you're about to go to sleep, your energy is low. So you're not putting out a high input of energy, or you're not putting out a high output of energy. But let's say you're working out and you're holding your phone or you're scrolling. These devices are not necessarily what we think they are. They are monitoring your energy through these devices, like biologically, okay? Your energy is being harvested through your phone. And I feel like people just, if you just simply break it down, it makes sense. But when you're going through your day-to-day life and you're not thinking about it, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to think about it. I'm hearing, don't think about it too much, too much, too much, too much. This is literally like transhumanism 101. This is transhumanism in its utmost beginning phase. I mean, transhumanism started, when people start getting heart monitors and doing all kind of stuff with their body and integrating technology inside their body, and it was claimed to be a necessity, like you need this to save your life. But in all actuality, it's we're being monitored. Our human energy is being monitored. Why would they be monitoring the energy though? Because we're the batteries. That's what I'm hearing. They want you to be the battery. They want you to be the battery. Yeah, but for some of you guys in this collective, you're protected from letting your guard down when it comes to these phones. I shit you not. Guarded in reverse with phone call and text message came out. You're being protected. Your energy is being protected. You could be a Libra. Yeah, you may be seeing things in your dreams here. Okay, so I'll give you an example of how the industry reached out to me. It's happened multiple times already. They know who I am. Like, they know who I am. It's you'll think that, oh, you're such a small person, or you're a small channel, or some people would really be thinking like you're not on the radar, and you are on the radar. If you weren't on the radar, you wouldn't be getting fucked with. You wouldn't be having little glitches and things of that nature. But the energy that I'm getting is like you're on the radar here. Yeah, social media just came up. 6 months. Neptune in reverse. Something's going to be revealed or exposed about someone here or a group of people intentionally removing content, censoring things, like trying to detach the natural abundance that we have as natural beings. Like this manipulation. But then, okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all the story. I said I was gonna tell you. I'm gonna really tell you. So how I even started TikTok, I was against TikTok for a while. Like, I was just like, that's for the young children. TikTok, think about it. TikTok, TikTok, tick. Take a chance, you stupid hoe. Oh, oh, oh. Take a chance and you might grow. Yeah, I'm hearing that Gwen Stefani song. All right. Oh, what you waiting, what you waiting, what you waiting for? Shout outs to my Libra, Gwen Stefani, out here exposing us to all different kind of cultures, putting us on game, honoring different ethnicities and cultures throughout her music. But, okay, back to TikTok. How I got started on TikTok. I was against TikTok. A lot of people were telling me, go on TikTok, go on TikTok. You should do your readings on TikTok, right? And I ended up having a dream. In the dream, it was like, it was weird because it was like, again, those timelines. TikTok kind of time travel. TikTok, tick, 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 TikTok, time travel. TikTok is a portal, like all of these other platforms, but TikTok is a portal that is unique. It's not programmed to do what the other portals are do. It's more like what is the open encryption? I heard open encryption or open ended. You know when they have like it where you can add. Back in the day, remember when we had MySpace, we was basically coding and doing HTML and creating web pages at a young ass fucking age. That's like TikTok, but in the metaphysical space. You can create your own community. You can create your own universe on TikTok. You can time travel. So I'm gonna explain it for what it was for me. And this may be different for you guys. This may be in your workplace. You have open portals in your workplace. People can also be portals. But basically how I started TikTok was that I had a dream. And in the dream, like, I don't know what time frame this was because time doesn't really quote unquote exist in dreams the way that we know it at least. But so like I saw this old school TV, like y'all know the TVs that like have the big backs, like no pun intended, but the TVs that have the big backs, big back, they have the whatever the fuck was poking out before we had flat screens. I'm gonna just say the TVs that was TVs before we had flat screens. It was a TV like that. Like I remember that TV. They used to have ones that have VHS little slots. You could put your little tape into the VHS and play your little movie. It was a TV like that. And there was a game. It was like a video game. But like it was weird because it was weird. Like the timelines were overlaying on top of each other. Here I am in the dream thinking that it's like the 90s and I see this video game. I'm thinking I'm gonna start playing some Mario Kart or some shit. But in the video game, it's like before you start, there was this woman, and she was like, "Welcome to the virtual da 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 da. We're looking for more players. Would you like to play the game?" But the crazy part about it was I was interacting with her like we were on a FaceTime. And another crazy thing, when my mom was really little, she talked about how she kind of predicted that in some point in the future we would be talking to each other through the TV. That's what she said. Now I realize it as phones. The reason why I can say that this is all a portal, me speaking to you, um, you seeing me, is because these screens are black mirrors. All the TVs that exist are black mirrors, which means that you're scrying through the realms. When you see somebody like me come on your FYP page, you are scrying on your black mirror. Okay, and you found me. So that's how we're connected through different channels and frequencies. You can flip the channels. You can scry on your black mirror. You can scroll, right? But with that, when you put an intention about what you want to see, when you put an energy about what you want your algorithm, that's why a lot of people say, if you're seeing this video, this is meant for you. The algorithm has sent you this video. Yeah, that's not a fucking lie. People say it very casually, right? But it's not a lie. So back to my dream, it was like this lady, it was like an Asian lady. She was dressed really professional. She had like a little bun in her hair. And I'm thinking that this is a video game. So I was clicking like, you know, next, like go to the next thing. Let me start the game. And the lady just popped up on the screen and was like, "We're looking for more online players. Would you like to play the game?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I want to play the game." And she was like, "Okay, cool." Like, so I'm thinking I'm gonna start playing like a Mario Kart game. My ass went into the motherfucking TV. I went into the game. And in the game, what I can remember is that everybody started off as small dragons. But you could challenge each other, battle each other, and you could level up. And I saw really big, fully formed dragons, like with big wings. I saw small dragons. But in the dream, I saw myself as a dragon. Initially, I was like a smaller dragon, and I leveled up. I battled and everything. And there was one point in the dream where I had to battle these witches, and in the dream I was battling these witches. They were doing like sorcery, magic, like we were basically having combat. I was a dragon and these witches were doing sorcery and throwing the fireballs or whatever the fuck at me. And if you survive that level in that round, you also leveled up. So I leveled up twice. And then I realized in the dream that the witches were actually like you bitches is my sons. You witches is my sons. That's what I was pretty much, you know, interpreting from that. But it kind of like the dream kind of dropped off there. Fast forward, I started my TikTok. I was a small channel on TikTok. Then I grew my channel. Um, and at some point, there was a time where there was a lot of scammers and people doing magic. Like, that's a part of the initiation process. It was a level in the game. So for those of you who are feeling like you're not being seen or heard, or that you're being shadow banned or blocked, you have to play the game. You got to play the game how it go. But the thing about it that I'm seeing is that you are in online player mode. So that means you are free to do what you have to do. You're free to go on different quests and missions and do this and do that. Okay, you're not in story mode. A lot of people are in story mode, meaning that they have an automated like message. If you walk up to them, they're gonna say the same thing. They're gonna tell you this, this, and that. NPCs, you're not an NPC. And that's what I'm hearing about this time traveling. That's what I'm hearing about social media within itself. That's what I'm hearing about, like, all of this is that you're not an NPC, and that's why you're being challenged to go to the next level. So use this energy that you feel about, like, oh, you know, there's negativity, there's this, there's that. Use that to your advantage. You're a freaking alchemist. Yeah, I see battles in the reverse. So I see somebody here that's waving the white flag. Yeah, time travel. Literally, this card literally says time travel. And this is how these cards came out. Time travel. You're time traveling. You're going to have a breakthrough. Something is changing miraculously for you. And I see you going through different dimensions. So for some of you guys, what the Matrix is doing is it's causing a feedback loop. The energy that you're seeing outside of you is being reflected from within, 222 on the clock. But also, there is an opposing forces to keep you in alignment with how to play the game. You see what I mean? Like, for example, okay, I talked about this on my TikTok about how someone sent me death magic to get me to unalive myself or to just straight out try to unalive me. And I ended up leveling up because the energy and the being that they used to do death magic, to carry out the death magic spells, actually befriended me. That's the energy I'm getting. You have to learn how to be an alchemist, an ascension alchemist. An ascension alchemist is going to go through many challenges, and they're not necessarily going to be rescued, or, you know, they're not going to be like, you know, but when you understand that everything that's around you is a tool that you can use, you can either use it to assist and uplift, or you can use it to do something low vibrational towards yourself or others. That's what I'm seeing with this Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, they're turning the collider on with the Wheel of Fortune. What you guys are feeling right now isn't a coincidence that you're feeling odd, that the weather is changing. The weather is in sync in a lot of places. Like, Texas and Africa have the same fucking weather patterns. It's raining the same times in Texas and Africa. I'm in Africa. I have a friend in Texas. We're noticing the rain is coming down in Texas the same that it's coming down out here in Africa. Not only that, I'm noticing that the Wi-Fi signals, the internet signals are like doing some other shit, right? Like, something is being interfered with. Okay, the stability of the reality is being interfered with here. But I get this energy that it's recharging. Something's being recharged. Tell me about time travel with breakthrough. So currently you're time traveling the star. Okay, so yeah, we know that Aquarius is a time traveler. That's why they call Aquarius, you know, the age of Aquarius. Aquarius the inventor. We got Gemini energy here as well. That's the magician. So you are literally a time traveling magician. We got the Knight of Coins here. We got the 4. Okay, so there's been some delays that may have caused you to miss certain timelines or not be able to merge into certain timelines. But the energy I'm getting is that you are time traveling here. You're time traveling to a space where there is physical abundance or a new physical and emotional reality here. Some conflict is being put to rest. Okay, so some of y'all are learning about this, or this is coming into your algorithm because you're thinking about it. You're like, time travel sounds pretty cool. Now you start seeing videos and content about time travel. Okay, but I feel like you're not saying anything with the Four of Swords. You're being silent about something, or you can't talk to people around you because they're not time travelers. So you're time traveling to a new physical and emotional reality here, but I see there's a lot of resistance to you being successful with this. So these are karmic time lords. The karmic time lords are trying to keep you cycling through a certain timeline. That's the devil energy, karmic time lords. Okay, we got the Hermit card here. You could be isolated. Yeah. Tell me more about this. Yeah, you're going through a down season when it comes to your... You got to go through the darkness to get to the light. So for some of you guys, there's this energy where you've been really maintaining your light, but you had to go in the darkness to really see how light you are, how much you illuminate. Yeah, you're going to be successful. If you have an invention... Okay, so I'm feeling... Okay, so they're bringing up... Spirit is talking about the people who came up with inventions to turn water into fuel for a car, and then they disappear. Okay, they're not in their right time, like, they're time traveling. Okay, and that's why they're going missing or disappearing. It's not because they want to give people free energy. It's because the karmic time lords can recognize that they're not in their right time. Knight of Coins here. They're trying to delay this from happening. So what's being delayed from happening? Why do they keep turning on the Hydro Collider and colliding particles? It's not just because they want to find a particle or find the God particle, whatever the fuck they telling y'all. It's because they keep trying to rewrite the future. I'm getting the movie Back to the Future. That was a real fucking thing. Why does the dude keep having to go back and forth and back and forth? Didn't you fix it? You should only jump to a timeline and get it right once. It's because once you change a small detail, yeah, so I see like right now somebody is paying attention with the Page of Swords. Somebody's watching. Okay. You have watchers here with the Page of Swords. People are being studied. Okay, somebody is looking for the healing, or somebody is watching you heal your own timeline. Yeah, you're being watched. And that's why people keep turning on or resetting something for you. Okay? You may have learned your lesson that whatever you do, whatever inventions you come up with or things, okay, to keep it to yourself, because people are trying to get you to miss a physical opportunity or miss a timeline where you're able to take some sort of actions. There's people that see that you're from the future or that you are not from this reality or dimension. There's also people looking for a solution here. So whoever you are, I see that you're very intelligent, you're very smart. But your intelligence is also dangerous. It's dangerous because you have karmic energies that keep trying to repeat things or keep trying to like withhold the ascension of the collective. And, you know, the reason why you may be getting shadow banned, the reason why people are not listening necessarily to what you have to say right now is because you're ahead of your time. Yeah, you're ahead of your time, and there's a concentrated effort to stop this abundance and working together. There's a concentrated effort to keep people slow and delayed, to buy more time, but time is running out. Okay, because I feel like you are successful with whatever your invention is. You are a personal success story here because you are in alignment with some sort of greater truth about the world or about this dimension or about other dimensions. You are the blessing that they're trying. So if you feel like, you know, oh, I'm being held back, it's because you're ahead of your time. You could be from another timeline. You're aware of this within yourself. You know how to engage timelines, and you know how to stimulate algorithms. You know how to trigger the system, right? You know how to do these things, which is why you're so withdrawn. The most intelligent people are like the people who realize that they don't want to be around other people because they realize what's going on here. Tell me more about manifest with contract. So I see they're coming towards you. So you may have given somebody a solution without even knowing it, or you're providing some sort of solution. Okay, so yeah, so there's a group of people coming towards you because they have clarity that you are, in fact, an alchemist, or you are the alchemist. Now there's an energy of wanting to work with you or work together with the high priestess. Okay, maybe because of who you're connected to or what you're connected to. Queen of Swords energy here. You're very intelligent, temperance. So there's an opportunity or an offer coming back around here. But this is coming from a group of people that shunned you or, you know, kicked you out or isolated you. Now those group of people or these energies want to connect with you. You have some sort of like almost forbidden knowledge. Okay, so this is somebody that could, yeah, I'm getting like, okay, so they keep trying to change the timeline, but ultimately it's leading to them connecting to you. All right. There is some sort of regret for what was happening behind closed doors, the manipulating of timelines towards you, because it all led back to this moment. So now it's like, let's be friends, let's be cool. The same energies and entities that were like delaying you and stopping your voice and attempting to like get you to, you know, not move forward or delay you. The karmic time lords or the karmic time lords that are trying to keep you in alignment. There's a Nine of Swords energy. Behind closed doors, there's a lot of worry. There's a lot of worry about something. This is the very thing, okay, so the reason, okay, because they're talking about the grays now. And they're basically saying like, yo, the reason why they stopped being able to reproduce, the reason why all of this is happening, why we're flipping back through timelines and dimensions are overlaying, merging, collapsing on each other, is because there was intelligence, but there was not emotional empathy. There was information without wisdom and knowledge. And that has to do with AI. That's the integration of technology here. So the people behind the scenes are stressed out because the tower, these timelines are collapsing. They're collapsing into each other. They're merging into each other. Okay. Like time is up for certain people. Something's going to repeat again. And it's not just history repeating. It's something repeating that has already happened since ancient times. So this could be the rise and fall of an empire. We're entering a certain cycle of time or era of time. We're done with the chaos magic or the era of chaos, conquer and divide. There's something happening again that has been like delayed and blocked in regards to healing and being able to do what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, so that's the stress. Why are these energies stressed about this? Because they're motivated by their physicality, they're motivated by energy or money. So when we start becoming a different level of being, when we start becoming etheric beings, how can you siphon our energy when we start becoming sovereign beings or when we realize our sovereignty? There's a desire to make contact. Nine of Cups with the Page of Cups. There's beings that want to make contact. I'm hearing with the moon. Okay, so some of you guys are seeing this stuff in your dreams, you know, but there's like a lot of tampering. Okay, so you're getting messages. So I'm hearing like Morse code. Like there's a group of beings that want to let people know what's really going on and how these timelines are being overlaid and replayed, like reruns. The Chariot here. I'm hearing swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. A lot of y'all thought that that was about somebody passing away. Swing low, sweet chariot. That's talking about contact. Okay, contact with otherworldly contact. The chariot needs to swing low to carry someone home. So this is not your home. Okay, so the chariot is carrying members, family members, star members. With the Four of Swords, you don't need to open your mouth to talk to them. Okay, so this reading is now going into a whole, so The karmic Time Lords are trying to stop something from happening again by repeating and relayering. It's almost like microwaving the same meal. So you eat some of the meal and then you know, microwave it again the next day, and then you eat it and you microwave it. Okay, so somebody needs to get rid of their microwave. It's like frying you. Okay, but yeah, I'm getting that you have otherworldly energies here. You're breaking the matrix. You're not going along with the desired narrative. There's energies that have a narrative about what you should, what's the protocol when such and such happens. And apparently you're supposed to know this protocol and follow this protocol, but you go outside of the protocol. You're an anomaly. You're a lethal and deadly weapon. That's what I'm kind of getting. You're a wild card with the Page of Wands. So you're being contacted. But it's like you don't see this. Or like there's karmic energies that are putting like, you need to pay your bills. You need, like, so there's a lot. So the stress that's happening or the stress that's being felt in the world has to do with the karmic Time Lords worried that a timeline that they don't want to happen, which is inevitable, is going to happen again. That history is going to repeat itself. History is going to repeat itself for the better of all humanity. Because there are certain parallel timelines of Earth in the past that rose above and, you know what I'm saying, like ascended. So these karmic Time Lords are like trying to stop some sort of like fated ascension here. And you are coming here as a time traveling alchemist. You're switching things up. Talking about social, and so that's where social media is coming into effect. What's going on with the social media? There's like archives or, you know, things that we forgot about in our collective consciousness, or that has been like quote unquote erased, or I'm hearing gilded or something. So archived, something has been archived in our collective consciousness. And this is going to be brought back. People are going to start bringing certain energies back. Like, remember this? So I'm hearing the Mandela effects. Yeah, the Mandela effects. But there is definitely energies that are trying to block this. Tell me about social media with 6 months. Something's going to change again about the algorithm in 6 months, but it's bringing forth success with the 6 of Wands. Okay, so the ascension is going to be successful. If you are trying to maintain your highest timeline, or if you're maintaining your highest timeline, or if you're going towards your highest timeline and you start seeing a load of challenges, just know that you are successfully ascending into this highest timeline. Your timelines can't be tampered with. If you're a time traveler, you know that we can jump into timelines and realities and shift into spaces that feel not good, depending on what we were thinking, what we were feeling when we were shifting. But I get the energy that, like, in 6 months from now, your timeline is going to be very bright, very abundant. Okay, you're moving on to the next level. This is just one of the challenges in the video game. The challenge is not for you to say, I'm not being heard, or, you know, this is happening in my life, I'm not where I want to be. The challenge is to keep figuring out the formula. Okay, keep figuring out which formula can you input into the algorithm, into the portal. What's the formula? That's what it's doing. Wherever you're going towards abundance here, but you are also detaching from certain timelines, connections, relationships. Okay, we got Libra energy. You're detaching from things that cause you regret, remorse, low vibrational energies, like regret from your past. Okay, like, oh, I made a mistake and I accidentally left my hydro collider in 1988. 1988 is specific, is very specific. This simulation has been really, really wonky since 1988. A lot of the things that were being produced, music, television, in 1988 and before, were telling us about things that are currently happening now. It's almost like we were being prepared to keep going through these layers and cycles and shifts and all of these things here. So there's something about you overlooked the solution, or you overlooked the answer to a problem. Maybe you overlooked something because you revealed things too soon. But I see that this energy is coming back. You're remembering something. Something that's been buried in your subconscious, you emotionally withdrawn from the matrix because it causes you to feel unsure or uncertain. Okay, so you're remembering your title. You're remembering who you are. All right. This reading was not supposed to be this long, but time doesn't exist, so there you have it. It's just a sequence of events. It's just a sequence of realities here that we keep replaying. It's a sequence of realities. Ultimately, though, your reality, your blueprint is mapped out for you. Your people want to talk to you. And a lot of people think that I'm talking about like people in the sky. I'm talking about people in the ocean, people in the outer lands, people beyond Antarctica, okay, Atlanteans, Octurians, Lumerians. They're not aliens, they're just you from the future. I'm hearing Phil of the future. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of those old shows and TV, they were telling you, like they were saying what they were doing. That they're not aliens. People look at them like, oh, they're aliens. No, they're evolved beings that used to be in the same position that you were, that used to be just like you, except they entered into a reality where they chose to evolve. So now you're meeting basically your future self. It's not an alien, it's your future self. Yeah. And I'm seeing like energies moving through. So for some of you guys, you're realizing that there's no such thing as ghosts. Ghosts aren't real. You're just layered on top of another dimension that's happening all at once. Somebody's trying to astral project in the reading, and that's why I'm ending the reading. I'm closing the portal because someone's trying to astral project into the reading right now. They're trying to go from one dimension to another. They're trying to like move like a shadow or some shit. But my baby Ginger's here, so Ginger is the portal keeper. Ginger is an ancient lyran. All right, that's all I got, y'all. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.